Top 7 most insane factory muscle cars in automotive history. Quarter-mile times dropping into the 10 to 11 second range. These factory drag cars weren't just fast, they were absolutely unhinged. Built by major manufacturers and sold through dealerships, these machines blurred the line between race car and road car. Let's dive into 7 of the most legendary factory dragsters ever built. Number 1, 1968 Plymouth Hemi Barracuda. If you think modern performance cars are extreme, wait until you hear about the 1968 Plymouth Hemi Barracuda. This was not just a muscle car, it was a barely legal weapon that Plymouth built with Hearst performance. While the Dodge Hemi Dart grabbed headlines, the Hemi Barracuda took everything further. The sleeker fastback body brought aerodynamic lines that helped shave precious fractions off quarter-mile times. Plymouth and Hearst only built 50 of these monsters, 30 fewer than the Hemi Dart. Under the hood sat the legendary 426 cubic inch race Hemi. These cars dominated superstock competitions so badly that the NHRA had to handicap them by forcing teams to add weight. Even with extra pounds, the Hemi Barracudas still destroyed everything. Insiders estimate these cars pushed close to 600 horsepower in race trim. Here's what is fascinating. On paper, it was street legal, with bumpers, headlights, and proper exhaust. But Plymouth placed a disclaimer sticker on every window stating track use only. The factory warranty was void from day one. Most went to Chrysler racing teams, but a handful slipped into dealerships, and at least one daring owner registered one and unleashed it on the streets. Number 2, the 1964 Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt. Technically, a Thunderbolt does not exist. Lightning is the bolt, and thunder is just the sound. But the 1964 Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt might be the exception. This factory drag car roared like thunder and struck like lightning. Under the hood sat Ford's 427 cubic inch side oiler Vive 8, officially rated at 425 horsepower. Even with fiberglass panels, stripped interiors, and aluminum parts, that rating does not add up. The Thunderbolt was running mid-12-second quarter-mile times, which means it was making closer to 540 horsepower from the factory. Ford built just 100 of these legends. While most hit the drag strip, a handful were registered for street use, delivering mythological fury to anyone foolish enough to line up next to them. Number 3, 1968 Dodge Hemi Dart. When Chrysler's 426 cubic inch Hemi appeared in NASCAR, Ford complained it was too powerful. It was effectively banned until Chrysler met homologation rules by selling 500 units to the public. Chrysler offered the Hemi in nearly every intermediate model except one, the compact Dodge Dart. That changed in 1968 when Dodge partnered with Hearst Performance to create the Hemi Dart. They stuffed the 426 Street Hemi into the lightweight Dart and stripped everything non-essential. No rear seats, no carpet, fiberglass fenders, all to cut weight and dominate superstock drag racing. On the strip, it delivered. These cars ran the quarter mile in the low 10s. They were officially street legal, but Dodge strongly advised against daily driving one. With only 80 units built, most went to racers. Because they sold through regular dealerships, a handful inevitably terrorized the streets. Number 4, 1963 Pontiac Catalina Super Duty. Pontiac was not sitting idle while competitors built factory drag cars. In 1963, they rolled out the Catalina Super Duty with a 421 cubic inch V8, fed by dual 4-barrel carburetors. Like other factory dragsters, Pontiac obsessed over weight reduction. Aluminum and fiberglass replaced steel, and interiors were stripped. But Pontiac went further, drilling holes through the frame itself. And that earned it the nickname Swiss Cheese Pontiac. Officially rated at 405 horsepower, that number is laughable. This full-size car ran low 12-second quarter-mile times, which required well over 500 horsepower. Only 14 were built, making them incredibly rare. At Mecum, Indianapolis, 2025, one sold for $742,500. Another brought $473,000 at the same auction. Number 5, 1965 Dodge Coronet A990. It is remembered as that odd-looking machine with the wheels shoved out of place, but there is confusion surrounding it. The biggest myth is that Dodge shipped them from the factory with altered wheelbases. In reality, modifications were done later by racers or by Chrysler's underground racing division. They had the front wheels pushed forward 10 to 15 inches and moved the rear wheels 10 inches closer to the center. That concentrated weight over the rear tires, giving tremendous traction off the line. With Dodge's 426 Hemi under the hood, the car launched like a cannon. Its unusual stance earned it the nickname Funny Car, which evolved into its own NHRA racing class. Ford hated it so much, they banned their own drivers from competing against it. Dodge planned to build 210, but only about 101 were actually made. That limited production cements its place as one of the most important stepping stones in modern funny car racing. Number 6, 1963 Chevrolet Impala Z11. When people think Impala today, they picture lowrider culture, but in the early 60s, the Impala was one of the most powerful production cars in America. In 1962, Chevy offered it with the famous 409 V8, cranking out 409 horsepower. The Beach Boys even wrote a song about it. But the next year, Chevrolet dropped the Impala Z11 with a dual quad, 427 cubic inch V8, officially rated at 430 horsepower. Only 50 were built as factory-prepped drag cars. On the strip, they dipped into the 10-second range. That performance doesn't match the rating. Most estimates put real output closer to 510 horsepower. The Z11 was so extreme, it may have contributed to General Motors' decision to ban engines larger than 400 cubic inches from intermediate cars later in 1963. Number 7, 1966 Ford Fairlane 500 R-Code. After the Thunderbolt legend, Ford carried the torch with the Fairlane R-Code. It came with the 427 cubic inch side oiler V8, packing proven performance. The only official quarter-mile time recorded was 13 seconds flat. Not earth-shattering for a purpose-built drag car, but the R-Code ruled NHRA. Superstock B and A classes through 1966 and 1967, with big-name drivers behind the wheel. It had to be running mid-11-second passes or quicker. Here is the catch. Ford only built 57 cars reserved exclusively for factory-backed drivers, never available to the public. Today, maybe 24 survive. And recent Bring a Trailer auctions have seen them climb past $250,000. It was Ford's secret weapon, hidden from streets and unleashed on strips. These 7 factory drag cars represent a moment in automotive history we will never see again. Manufacturers built race cars and sold them through regular dealerships. Cars ran quarter miles in 10 seconds and 11 seconds, yet they remained technically street legal. It was a wild, unregulated era that produced legendary machines, and that is what makes them special today.